Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So this is a question I get asked all the time, so I decided to make a quick video about it. It's how to upgrade to a different amplifier if you already have the Rockford Fosgate kit installed on your bike. So switching out the speakers is easy enough. Where people get confused is the harness. So there's no need to pull out the Rockford harness because Rockford makes an excellent harness with oxygen-free copper wire. Their harness has a waterproof fuse holder, a high quality maxi fuse in it, and the wire is oxygen-free copper wire because that's all that Rockford uses. So the wire is high quality, and the harness, it's Tech Flex. It's a high quality harness, so there's no need to change this unless you're going for more than 900 watts on a single amplifier. This will support 800 watts easily. So once you disconnect the power harness, all you have to do is remove the set screws so you can pull the harnesses out of the connectors. So obviously there's your power wire, your ground wire, your remote turn on. Now you can stick the wires directly into the new amplifier. We like to terminate them with wire furls first. I recommend stripping back so the furl fits all the way up to the top, because if you just slide it in, you're going to be short about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. So you want to crimp down on the connector, get it on there nice and tight, hit it a few times. After you're sure that you've got it nice and tight, then you just want to slide the wire furl into the amplifier and tighten down the set screw. On these new Evo X amplifiers, please use the wrench that came in the kit, and please be delicate with the terminals. You only need to snug it. You don't need, we have customers snapping off all these connectors on the board. It's a delicate amplifier. The amplifier is really small, so in order to give you small footprint amplifiers, you have small set screw terminals. So please use a little bit of common sense when torquing these down. It's a speaker and a power wire. You don't have to, so with 2 fingers, you can get it nice and snug. So now the amplifier's in there. If you have a Street Glide, you're gonna have to totally replace the amplifier mounting tray because there is no amplifier that fits in there. I think only the Diamond Audio fits and the Rockford amp. But if you have a Road Glide, this is a nice mounting bracket that Rockford gives you. So if you line it up properly, you can get one hole to line up. There's gonna be nothing here, and then you can actually drill and mount these 2 top holes. We recommend 632 V-head screws so they sit flush in the bracket. Then the amplifier can slide right in. So that's how easily you can convert the wire harness from Rockford kit to fit any aftermarket amplifier, so you can reuse it. And then when adding a DSP, and I hope all of you are adding a DSP, we like the Rockford DSP for its simplicity. So it's one of the 3 DSPs that we use here, and it's definitely the easiest to use. And the nice part, if you already have the Rockford wiring kit, all you have to do is remove this plug and it will fit directly into the DSP. So let me show you. Grab that plug. There we go. So if you installed the Rockford amplifier without a DSP, you have these input connectors. So all you have to do is remove this long thin plug, and now instead of going to the input of the amplifier, it goes directly into the DSP right here on the input side, plugs directly in there. Then the vehicle connector you have left over plugs in right next to it. So now with the Rockford T harness that was already installed on your bike, you disconnected the input connector that normally went into the amplifier, and it plugs directly into the DSP. Then you use the output connector that comes in the box with DSR1, and you go into the RCA input of the amp. Simple. This is the part where everybody gets confused. So the Rockford amp has quick disconnects, so you can plug it directly into the amplifier. Now that you've switched amplifiers, you can't. So you're gonna have to cut these plugs off, but Rockford color coded them, so anybody that's installed an aftermarket radio in their car is familiar with these colors. We have white, white, black, which is left front. We have gray, gray, black, which is right front. We have green, green, black, which is left rear. And we have purple, purple, black, which is right rear. So you just want to cut these plugs off. and then insert them into the amplifier in the appropriate orientation. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, you have to cut the 4-pin Molex Rockford plug off, or Boss Audio plug off, and then you have 2 reds and 2 blacks. You also want to split this insulation down the middle to give yourself more room to work. Once you cut the ends off, it's going to expose about that much of the wire. You want to put, we recommend putting wire furls on to make a nice neat connection at the amp, or you can just strip it back and stick the bare wire inside the amplifier. Now that there's wire furls, so we have left side, right side, and then it simply goes into the sound digital amp there. So it's there, there. Depending on which model of the sound digital amp, this is the older model, where it goes, hold that, Chris. This is the older model where it goes positive and negative together, and negative. Or if you have the newer style one, then it's like that. But it's simple. That's all you got to do.